You paid a premium for that Ford F-150 because of the legendary 5.0-liter Coyote V8. It's the ultimate American workhorse, a masterpiece of high-revving muscle that was supposed to last you 300,000 miles. But right now, that legendary engine is being sabotaged by the very machine that's supposed to put its power to the ground. You felt it, that harsh shift from first to third that feels like a sledgehammer hitting your frame. Or that weird, haunting pause when you shift into reverse that makes you check your mirror to see if you hit a brick wall. You've been told it's normal. You've been told the transmission is just learning your habits. I am here in 2026 to tell you that is a lie designed to get you 1 mile past your 60,000-mile powertrain warranty so that a $9,000 replacement bill lands in your lap instead of Ford's. As a mechanic who has seen hundreds of these 10R80 units torn down on a workbench, I can tell you the 10-speed isn't just dying. It's being killed by 5 specific engineering flaws that Ford refuses to talk about in their commercials. Today we are exposing the 5 hidden 10-speed flaws killing your 5.0-liter V8. But stick with me, because flaw number 5 is the point of no return, the mechanical death spiral that no software hack can fix once it starts. If you miss that one, the rest of these are just band-aids on a bullet wound. By the end of this video, you are going to be the CEO of your own reliability. Let's get into it. Flaw number 1, the normalized temperature lie. We are starting here because heat is the absolute undisputed enemy of your transmission's internal components. You bought the 5.0-liter because you wanted to use that power, but the dashboard you're looking at is actively hiding the damage being done to your gears. Look at your dashboard. You see that transmission temperature needle? It sits perfectly in the middle, giving you a warm, fuzzy feeling of security. That needle is what we call a normalized gauge. It is programmed by the factory to stay perfectly still while your fluid temperature climbs from a healthy 180 degrees all the way up to a dangerous 230 degrees. In a 10R80, heat causes the internal CDF drum to expand, which is the catalyst for the most expensive failure in these trucks. By the time that needle finally moves to the right, your ULV fluid is already cooked, your internal seals are hardening, and your transmission is already writing a check your bank account can't cash. The survival hack. You don't wait for a wrench light. You must enable the hidden digital numeric temperature setting in your instrument cluster using a tool like Foreskin. This replaces that lying needle with the digital truth. If you see that number hitting 215 degrees or 220 degrees during a simple grocery run with no trailer, you know your thermal bypass valve is sticking shut. Catching this $50 part early is the only way to avoid a $9,000 bill. Flaw number 2 is what generates that heat in the first place. Flaw number 2, the Skipshift logic, torque versus survival. The 5.0-liter V8 is a torque-heavy engine, but Ford's factory programming treats it like a fuel-sipping economy car. If you've ever pulled away from a stop and felt that weird, clunky thud as the truck searches for a gear, you've met the Skipshift logic. Ford programmed the 10-speed to skip gears, usually jumping from first to third to fifth to hit corporate fuel economy targets. They are sacrificing your internal clutch packs for a 1% gain in MPG. When the truck skips a gear, the engine has to produce massive amounts of low-end torque to bridge the gap. To keep the ride smooth, the transmission has to slide into the gear rather than making a quick, crisp change. Slide equals friction, friction equals heat. Heat equals a CDF drum sleeve that eventually slides out of place and blocks your oil passages. The survival hack. You use Foreskin to disable the progressive range selection, or Skipshift logic. By forcing the truck to use all 10 gears, you distribute the torque outload evenly across every internal component. It stops the clunk, transforms the throttle response, and prevents the internal components from being hammered. Dealers hate this because it's a hidden modification, but it's the only way to stop the wear cascade. Keep watching, because if you've been driving with Skipshift for 50,000 miles, flaw number 3 is how the computer has been lying to your face about the damage. Flaw number 3. Adaptive learning as a mechanical mask. Your 10-speed has what Ford calls adaptive learning. It sounds smart, like the truck is getting to know your driving style, but in reality, it is a mask for mechanical wear. If you have a tiny hydraulic leak or a piece of debris in the valve body, the computer tries to learn around it by increasing line pressure or changing shift timing to hide the symptom from you. Eventually, the computer reaches the limit of what it can learn. And that's when the transmission suddenly breaks. It didn't break that day. It's been breaking for 6 months, and the computer was just hiding the evidence. The survival hack. Every 10,000 miles or right after a long towing trip, you need to clear the KAM, Keep Alive Memory. This wipes the bad habits and forces the transmission to start from a clean factory slate. If you reset the KAM and the truck shifts perfectly for 2 weeks and then gets clunky again, you've just diagnosed an internal hydraulic leak for free. If it stays smooth, you just cleared out a logic loop that was slowly killing your clutches. It's the ultimate diagnostic tool that costs $0. Flaw number 4, the CDF drum, whistleblower data. This is the flaw that the 10-speed has been screaming about for years, and it is the villain in 90% of rebuilds. Inside your transmission, there is a stainless steel sleeve inside the CDF drum that is held in by nothing but a press fit. Over time, the excessive heat and erratic pressure spikes we discussed in flaws number 1 and number 2 cause the drum to expand. That press fit loosens, and the sleeve begins to slide out of place. This is called axial movement. When it moves, it blocks the internal oil ports. This is what causes the total loss of reverse, or that massive bang on the 3rd to 4th gear shift. Ford finally updated this design in mid-2022 by adding a lip to the drum to prevent the sleeve from moving. But if your 5.0 liter was built before then, you are driving around with the old design, a ticking time bomb. The survival hack. If you feel a bang or a delay, don't let a shop sell you a whole transmission immediately. Demand the CDF hydraulic leakage test. If the test shows leakage tied to that sleeve movement, you've identified the core mechanical failure. Identifying this early can save you from turning a fixable valve body issue into a total transmission failure. Flaw number 5, the point of no return, the lifetime fluid myth. The final flaw is the one that kills even the trucks that are driven nicely. This is the point of no return. Ford's owner's manual might tell you the transmission fluid is filled for life or doesn't need a change until 150,000 miles. That is a lie designed to lower the perceived cost of ownership for fleet buyers. The 10R80 is a high heat environment with more moving parts and friction surfaces than any transmission in history. By 40,000 to 50,000 miles, the ULV fluid, which is thin like water, has already begun to break down. The friction modifiers that help the clutches grab wear out, and the transmission produces significant metal glitter during the break-in period. That metal gets suspended in the fluid and acts like liquid sandpaper on your sensitive solenoids. If you wait until 150,000 miles, you won't be changing the fluid. You'll be changing the whole transmission. The survival hack. Ignore the manual. Change your 10-speed fluid and filter every 40,000 to 50,000 miles. And for the love of everything holy, only use Mercon ULV fluid. These units are hypersensitive to viscosity. Using an all-purpose fluid from a big box store will kill the valve body in months. The whistleblower's verdict, protecting your 5.0 liter. The 5.0 liter Coyote can be a 300,000-mile engine, but only if the transmission doesn't kill it first. The clunk isn't just an annoyance, it's a warning. In 2026, we have the tools and the data to beat the manufacturer's planned obsolescence. I want to hear from you right now. Have you felt the 10-speed clunk? Go to your driver's side door, find the white sticker with your build date, and comment it below along with your mileage and any quirks you're feeling. We are building a massive database of accountability here to prove that we don't need a $9,000 rebuild if we just have the truth. If this video saved you a trip to the service desk, smash that like button and subscribe. We're here to give you the truth they aren't allowed to tell you. Keep those temps low, those shifts firm, and your money in your pocket. I'll see you in the next breakdown.